Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Let Tommy See. I'm your host, Tommy Cunningham. Today's video, what we are planning to talk about, is a little bit about some stuff you guys need to know before you guys take a trip to either to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, Cincinnati, Ohio, Cocoa Beach, Florida, Niagara Falls, New York, or Nashville, Tennessee for you country lovers out there. Like we all know, we need a little country in our life. Alrighty. So I don't get nothing wrong, I'm going to be using the Bing database. The first thing, if you guys are leaving your kids behind, is make sure you guys have like traveling information for where your kids will be staying at. Like honestly, so also plus also the if the child, this is information from, hold on, this website will not do. Okay, the ultimate guide for traveling without your kids. We take our kids to a lot of places around here for long, since Orange, Florida, and various places around our home state of Utah. So number one is make a pre-travel checklist of everything you guys need to know, okay? That's number one of everything you need to do, and all the documents you will gather for your caregiver. The caregiver handbook, a printable workbook to work out with you, to leave with your coworker, including emergency contact information, daily routine, family rules, meal plan, so much more. Gather contact information. Your contact information need reliability or neighbors to contact if needed, your child's doctor, dentist, or local hospital, health insurance company, poison control, school and child care. Plus, like, also write a letter to give caretaker permission, authorized medical treatment, leave medical and dental cards. Make sure your child's school coaches team know that you'll be out of town. They'll be picking up and dropping your child off for any activities. Take the caregiver a tour of the house, showing where the first aid supplies, medicine, fire extinguishers are stored. Teach them how to adjust the thermostat. Make sure they know how properly to operate the seats. Those buckle can be tricky. They will probably be able to remove it around, find things as they need it. But it's at least helpful to point out at least some of the basics. Number 6, leave a set of car keys and house keys. Make sure your car has a full tank of gas. Stock the food with stuff your child will love. League museum memberships, coupons for activities in the area, more spending money cash for gas and groceries. The caregiver handbook should have emergency contact information, family rules, kid favorite, helpful routines, daily routine, meal planning and feeding information, calendar of family events. And this website is the My Little Joys. Now, what we are taking a flight. Now we talked about leaving at home. Now what we are going to be talking about is taking a flight. So this is from cargo travel. If you're into someone, teach kids travel safety. Number one, arm your kid with the basic knowledge. Your child should be armed with the basic knowledge such as your cell phone number, home address. If you're young, is too young, 2 and 3. When you're traveling, make sure your child knows how to get to the hotel you're staying at. If they are too young, remember names, points of logos on the hotel, and describe the big H inside the circle or the big red R. Emergency travel card. Keep an emergency travel card containing identification and contact information in your child's project. If it contains a bit more information than an ID bracelet will have, such as a hotel, additional emergency contact information. If you're traveling immediately, this card should be within both native language and translated into that country's language. An ID bracelet, have a plan being separate. Who's okay to have? Use your body as a weapon. Fargo to keep personalized bags. Pertain to being an official. Teach not my parent. Rest stops and public bathrooms. I cannot hesitate this enough, you guys. We gotta take care of ourselves because from the news that I learned, we so far have not heard any information like on the people that's from Haiti that came here from Haiti and went over there to the summer area games down there in Florida. So that's the reason why during this summer break, I will be making videos to help you guys out, which talk about my critical safety tips, stuff to help you guys out, stuff to help you guys look for, and stuff to make sure you guys are visualized and make sure you guys are productive. Now here's one more. Alright, consider the majority of a child. Consider who's picking up the child. Tell your child exactly where identification, checkpoints, baggage, more information, other airport security advisor. General advice, overlord medical and dietary needs. Request approximate seating. Review the airline's policies. Take extra precautions for connecting flights. Spend extra time in the airport identifying the lead flight attendant. Escort the child to the seat. Now, airport security issues. Carry-on bag, the most common carry-on baggage fare, prohibited or restricted items take at least airport are liquid and gel containers are too large. In general, anything that starts a fire, explodes, or being used is not allowed only in checked luggage. International U.S. passengers on international flights must have a passport. After that, you guys have documentation for international flights. Check-in, terminal access, electronic items, larger items such as laptops may be subjected to additional screening. So be prepared to remove your electronic item for variables, jewelry, and other variables. Now what we are going to be talking about is the ID requirements. So the ID requirements are U.S. passport card, Department of Homeland Security trusted traveler, U.S. military ID, permanent resident card, border crossing card, DHS delegation and driver's license, Native American tribal photo ID, airline or airport-based ID, a foreign government-issued passport, a Canadian province driver's license, or Indian or Northern Affairs Canadian card, traveler's worker identification, So also, just to show you guys what this stuff looks like. This right here is what this stuff looks like if you guys are planning to go either on like a flight or something. Our next video will be talking about cruises, and the next one we will be talking about different stuff. Sometimes cruises can be like the same, sometimes they don't, so I just honestly recommend you guys just follow the sacred protocols of each country. Okay, laptop security in the terminal. If you decided to use your laptop during the time before boarding, take the same precautions as you would any other public place. Do not leave your laptop unattended. And if you are in an airport that has free Wi-Fi, avoid doing anything such as online banking that requires a secure connection. Place the laptop in a bin itself before putting it through the X-ray machine. Keep similar electronics carry-on bag if possible. Keep your laptop and other electronic devices inside at all times. You may delay getting to the medical detector, or you may be pulled aside for additional security. If this happens, make sure you keep your property inside. If you're traveling with a group, one thing to do is make sure to have the first person through security be the person who takes care of all the laptops. Alrighty, got that taken care of. Here's a little bit about the restricted items. If any kids have things, please make sure non-rechargeable batteries, spare rechargeable batteries, electronic cigarettes and vaping devices, small hand tools, matches, scissors with cutting edges less than 4 inches, money restricted items, computer and personal electronic devices, passport, jewelry, medicine and medical devices. Some of these, you guys, are just to make sure you guys are safe. So this website we are using is called airsafe.com. And just to let you guys know, our music choice today, it's the Ozarks #1 for country. Well, 2.9K country. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you guys liked it, make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up and I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye!